Mount Plus.
Ariana DeBose hosts the Tony Awards live June 16th on CBS.
A night to howl at the moon and search for the northern lights. I've got tonight's forecast along with what to expect for this Memorial Day weekend. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, what we know about Michigan's first identified case of an avian flu strain passed from livestock to a human. Why experts say the virus needs to be studied more. Plus, Congress is still debating details on the Farm Bill, which would allocate trillions of dollars to farming, as well as nutrition and other things. Details from our correspondent on Capitol Hill. And free meals for students over the summer through a state program. We'll have those details for you as well. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
We are pretty quiet and cool out there, Air. I'm sure a lot of folks will hit the road tomorrow for the holiday weekend, though.
Yes, but I did just check the cameras on the Mackinac Bridge, courtesy of the Mackinac Bridge Authority, and yeah, that traffic is starting to move on up here. Temperatures right now, though, in the 50s primarily. Will be in that 45 to 50 degree range this evening, maybe a little bit cooler, but speaking of traveling, taking a look Friday, if you don't want to drive through some thunderstorms or rain showers in the evening or afternoon, head out during the morning. Other than that, it looks like fairly clear conditions, some rain showers possibly to deal with on Monday's Memorial Day, but I'll have your full forecast with all those details after the break.
Thanks, Air. We are learning new details about Michigan's first confirmed case of avian influenza discovered in a farm worker who had regular exposure to infected livestock. MDHHS says risk to the public remains low. The department says the farm worker had mild symptoms and has already recovered. It also says information to date suggests this is a sporadic infection with no associated ongoing spread person to person. A professor at UC Davis says although more research on the virus is needed, this scenario isn't common.
This virus has demonstrated an amazing ability to move between different species, whether they be avian to avian or and also to jump classes from avian to mammals. As humans, we're obviously mammals, so that's where there's a real concern. And I think we need to really take it much more seriously and really put some significant efforts into understanding how the virus is spreading.
MDHHS is working with farms across the state to monitor the health of people who are exposed to ill animals. Meanwhile, the U.S. House Agriculture Committee discussed and debated a $1.5 trillion draft of the Farm Bill today. The House version of the bill is almost 1,000 pages long and includes critical farm, nutrition, commodity, and conservation policy for the next 5 years. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon recaps the committee markup this evening from Capitol Hill.
But 85 listening sessions altogether, 40 states, 1 territory, bringing the voices of American agriculture, which is America's #1 industry, to the table.
Congressman Glenn Thompson calls his recently unveiled farm bill a product of the voices of American agriculture. The bill, estimated at $1.5 trillion over the next 10 years, would promote rural farming and a new global market for farmers to sell their products. It would also crack down on the foreign purchase of U.S. farmland while increasing eligibility for disaster assistance and funding for specialty crops.
This is a farm, food, and national security bill.
This bill is a disaster.
During the markup on Thursday, Democrats on the House Agriculture Committee expressed concerns with potential cuts and freezes to SNAP benefits, as well as changes to environmental and conservation programs.
It's a disaster for America's farmers. It's a disaster for America's families. It is a disaster for America's environment. And it is a disaster for America's workers.
This farm bill makes the largest financial cut to SNAP in 30 years.
The federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, known as SNAP, is becoming a hot topic during the bill's negotiations. Democrats say the bill changes the formula by which SNAP benefits are determined. They say the change will result in a $30 billion cut to benefits.
That's all political speak, and it's being driven by the Democratic leadership in advance of a November election, actually, that I hear is coming up. So, but there are absolutely no cuts to SNAP.
Despite some partisan disagreement confident the work for a final product will continue.
We're going to keep going until we get this done.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Escanaba's OSF St. Francis Hospital is now offering more services than ever to patients facing a cancer diagnosis. The newly expanded Daniel J. Kabasic Cancer Clinic now houses 5 exam rooms and 10 infusion bays, providing hematology and oncology services. With iPads for patient use and large windows, administrators say the clinic provides a calming environment for patients undergoing treatment.
Can be here from anywhere from an hour a day to 8 hours a day. So I want them to be comfortable and feel they're getting the best care that they possibly can. If there is something we can't provide here, we'll connect them with the avenues that they need to get that care.
The cancer clinic expansion was primarily funded by a $1 million grant from the Daniel J. Kabasic Foundation and $1.5 million in federal funding. UP educators and healthcare providers are working to improve mental health resources for students and their families. Marquette Algerisa's UP Wellness Task Force met today to connect healthcare organizations and teachers from across 2 UP counties. Attendees discussed expanding individualized education plans, or IEPs, creating youth crisis centers, and suicide prevention training for educators. The goal of these meetings is making sure schools and health organizations are on the same page and can share resources.
Our youth are in some cases struggling, and so the more we can do proactively to help them and educate ourselves about the needs, the better the outcomes will be for them. And of course, everyone who's a child right now is going to eventually be a grown-up, we hope.
Today's meeting included groups from Marquette County and the Escanaba area, but the task force's hope is to eventually include all 15 UP counties. This summer, families will have a chance to get free meals for every child under 18 in their house. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from the Michigan Department of Education on how to access the meals program as the school year comes to a close.
This year, students in Michigan receive free lunch and breakfast while at school, a program the state says is saving families $850 annually. To bridge the gap over break, there are also summer meal programs that families can take advantage of.
In Michigan, we have 3 ways this summer that families can have access to meals.
The first is the Meet Up and Eat Up program.
You can find sites all around the state. We have over 1,700 different sites where any child age 18 and under can go and get a free meal.
Through the Rural Non-Congregate program, over 100 locations will be open for families to go once a week to pick up meals for their kids.
Families can go and pick up 7 days worth of meals for each child who's under the age of 18.
Both programs are completely free and open to any child under 18 without having to apply or meet any qualifications.
And it doesn't have to be your home district. If you're traveling, you can stop at a site wherever you're traveling around the state of Michigan and pick up a meal.
The summer EBT program was also expanded this year with funding from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Now, families that qualify for the summer EBT program will receive $40 a month per child on a SNAP EBT or Bridge card.
To be able to go to the local grocery store and pick up healthy meals for their children for the summer months.
Families with the income-based need can apply for the benefits through their school district. If you already receive SNAP benefits from the state, the supplemental funds can still be applied for. The full list of locations for the Meetup and the non-congregate program will be rolled out on June 15th. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
We'll have that full list of resources and locations available at our website, WZMQ19.com, and our mobile news app. A Marquette organization is discussing ways to address housing needs around the county by bringing in some outside help. The Lake Superior Community Partnership began a new housing and development series today. It will bring in organizations from other parts of the state and the Midwest, along with local developers, to help develop strategies for meeting the housing needs in the UP. LSCP's CEO said today's goal was simply to remove obstacles for developers who want to start new projects or revive old ones.
The impact is simply to get more units built here in Marquette County. That should slow the price increases of housing and create more opportunities for people who want to stay here, and those who want to be here to come here.
LSCP says it plans to have several more of these sessions throughout the year, but the dates of those are yet to be determined. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, Marquette's American Legion Post plants flags in the local cemetery ahead of Memorial Day. Hear from the veterans that were taking part. And later, honoring women who make an impact in the community. The Marquette Zonta Club hosts a packed room for a special ceremony. We're back in just 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture. Upgrade to performance and save up to 30% on kitchen and laundry models. Buy 3 appliances and get a $200 rebate on kitchen, laundry, or mix and match. May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.
With style and class, Me TV's Perry Mason represented the sleek 50s fashion, distinctive and suave. The truth never goes out of style on Perry Mason.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. and 11:30 p.m.
John's Auto is still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle. Our standards are still the highest. We have the cleanest hand-picked inventory around. That's what we're known for.
John's has built a legacy over the years, if you will, and for us to be able to jump into the service industry, the detailing industry, we provide quality service, timely, reliable, trustworthy, just like John's has for years in car sales.
Come on down to John's Auto and see what we're all about. Sales, service, and detailing.
Tonight, Colbert's New with Chris Hemsworth.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for.
Thank you so much. Tonight on CBS.
Why do we call the window store?
When they say they'll be at your house first thing in the morning, you'll see them first thing in the morning.
We had a proposal in hand the very first visit.
And our installation was done right the first time.
Whatever your project, our team ensures a seamless, reliable process from beginning to end. That's the window store experience.
Your clear choice, the window store.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 first warning weather with Air Stasic.
Oh my gosh, those cones are back. The beautiful orange and white cones. Yeah, they're all over this bridge, my friends. So if you're headed downstate for the Memorial Day weekend, plan to be slowed down a little bit as that bridge traffic is reduced just to one side. This was just a few moments ago, courtesy of the Mackinac Bridge Authority. Current temperatures there about 48 degrees. A few clouds here and there, but those green bars indicating that we are fairly dry at the moment. There's some activity further to the west of us, but everything else is looking peachy, let's say. Okay, taking a look at current conditions with the radar, like I mentioned, we don't have any snowflakes, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't want to jinx us. We could get a storm, you never know. But for tonight, we'll take clear conditions in the skies. We've got a full moon, a new full moon, and then chances of that aurora borealis, although the chances tomorrow for seeing it for the KP index are a little bit better. Unfortunately, we're probably going to be seeing some cloud, rain, and maybe storm activity. Temperatures tonight mostly in the 40s, and then we will have some sunnier moments. Those are going to be Friday morning and Saturday, and then we'll have rain showers off and on, most likely though in the evening. Now I mentioned we do have a full moon. This is the flower moon that's going on right now. It peaked earlier this morning, but you should have a really clear chance of seeing it this evening. Head on out there, send me some pictures or tag me in social media. Our next full moon, I'm getting excited about that. That is the strawberry moon in June. But for now, we'll enjoy this flower moon, which just means an increase in flower production and displays. Rain outlook, those are going to increase as well. Most of that activity is going to be coming around 8 o'clock on our Friday evening. Like I mentioned, if you are planning to travel, maybe head on out there during the day if you can, or the early afternoon hours, because it could get a little bit dicey, especially on this west half. We will start with sunshine across the entire Upper Peninsula, and then we'll see those clouds increasing. Let's see what Futurecast shows us for that activity. Now, taking a look here, okay, so around 11 o'clock, some stormy situations are brewing over there in Minnesota. So if you're headed that way, just a heads up on that activity. And then 8 o'clock, that party really starts rolling. Like I said, most most of that precipitation is going to be over on that western half and then in the central portions later in the evening, hitting Marquette County around 10, 11 o'clock at night. And then we'll see some more activity in the very early morning hours on our Friday around 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Most of that in Alger County, as you can see there, and a little bit in Schoolcraft, as well as way over in the east in Chippewa County. Then we'll have some sunshine moments. And then Saturday, maybe some showers in the evening up there in the Keweenaw County. But I will have your 7-day outlooks coming up after the break.
Thanks, Air. Riverside Auto in Iron Mountain is kicking off the 20th annual Veteran Tribute Ride this Memorial Day weekend. Motorcyclists and car drivers are welcome for just $20 per person. The charity motorcycle ride benefits local veteran organizations. The route even includes a stop at the VA to greet community residents there. The committee president asks for patience as the ride passes through, maybe give them a wave. She says this year's ride features a special endpoint to celebrate 2 decades.
Being the 20th, Riverside Auto got with GrowMax, with the Max Entertainment Center, and Dave Frazier and said, hey, let's help make this bigger and better. So that's why we're ending there this year, and hopefully going forward, maybe it will end there as well.
In previous years, the event has seen up to 400 bikes participate. We'll have all the registration details at WZMQ19.com. About 200 Dickinson County students marched to the Iron Mountain Cemetery today to help with Memorial Day preparations. 5th grade students from Iron Mountain and Kingsford schools prepared for Memorial Day by placing flags on each of the 2,400 veterans' graves in the 40-acre cemetery. The Iron Mountain School principal said the activity used to be carried out by the local Legion, but involving the 5th graders was an interactive way to teach history. An active duty soldier even showed up today, surprising many of the students with his appearance.
To have Army representation out here because there are soldiers who are buried out here who died in combat. I think a few of them are a little nervous to come up and and ask, but one kid did comment on the parachute. It's like, did you jump out of planes? And it was like, yeah. He had some questions about that.
Iron Mountain's Memorial Day Parade starts Monday at 8:45 Central Time on Ludington Street with a ceremony at the courthouse starting at 9. Dozens of volunteers showed up at the Holy Cross Cemetery to help the Marquette American Legion put flags up ahead of the weekend. The yearly tradition for American Legion Post 44 has grown over the years with the inclusion of Boy and Girl Scouts and members of the community. The post has put up nearly 3,000 flags at the 2 cemeteries in the city, and they say that couldn't be done without so many volunteers showing up each and every year.
Have anything if we didn't have those people out there doing what they did, risking their lives. So warms my heart to see the number of people that come out here to help us with this benefit today, to put this out so everything looks nice during Memorial Day.
The Legion will be putting up over 140 flags in Harlow Park on Memorial Day, with services taking place at Park Cemetery at 9:30 and at Holy Cross Cemetery at 10:15. A club in Marquette is honoring 10 incredible women in the community with the help of a historical icon. Tonight, the Zonta Club of Marquette County held its annual Honor a Woman event at Barrel and Beam. Special guest speaker Claire Kitchendahl made an appearance as Rosie the Riveter to talk about the women's role throughout World War II and beyond, and to help honor the 10 nominees. Zonta Club of Marquette's president said this year has been the biggest turnout yet.
I was busting at the seams for the count for the venue, which is really exciting and really great to see, especially this week. There's a million events going on in Marquette. I just am kind of shocked by the support and just excited to have everybody here.
With this year's turnout, Zonta plans to continue to have special guest speakers, so Rosie may just be the beginning. To see a list of all of the honorees from tonight, head to WZMQ19.com. Sports is on the way next. Mike, finally some better weather for UP athletes this week.
Oh, certainly, Sarah. We'll check on some high school baseball and more when we return.
Cars will break down. And when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with 2 choices. Get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for your covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
At Riverside Chrysler of Escanaba, we're rolling out the red carpet for you. Hey, that's for the guests.
Walk the red carpet to savings at Riverside Chrysler of Escanaba.
Lease a new 24 Compass Limited 4x4 for $299 a month. Get 6.9% for 72 months or $47.50 total bonus cash on a new 24 Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4.
All right, that's it. Red carpet's gotta go.
Wait, you haven't seen my best move yet.
It's as low as household can go, period. Dining room, bedroom, living room, kitchen, it's simply the lowest prices household appliance, furniture, and mattress gallery can offer. The sales event is underway and runs through May 31st. The sooner you're in the door, the better the selection on floor models, display models, discontinued items. When they're gone, so get to household starting now. The price tag is what you pay, and you won't believe the prices. Low, low, low as household can go. Household across in the Westwood Mall.
We need to start a campaign for you to be the sexiest man alive. Ernie Hudson is causing a scene at 78.
When I go shopping, I'm like,
Do you see these glasses out?
at this stage in life, I'm like, yeah, look at me.
Plus, relive my most memorable moments of the season on The Jennifer Hudson Show.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Kingsford won the Great Northern Conference baseball title this week, but other spots can still be claimed. Menominee made the trip to Marquette this afternoon, and it was senior day at Gerard Haley Memorial Field for the Sentinels. Bottom of the first, runner on third, squeeze bunt, but Brody Castor missed. Oops, that leaves Ian Sheltrow out the dry, but he's able to get back to third just in time. Then moments later, a quick rain delay thanks to the sprinkler system. No runs in that inning. Top of the second, Menominee's Dylan Beal with a base hit to left field, but he would be stranded. We go to the bottom of the second now. Runner on third. Cooper Keogh bounces to third. Ethan Short throws home. Nate Nelson makes the tag. Sentinels coach Matt Franti apologizes to the Maroons for Nick Panty not sliding on the play. Bottom of the third, Aiden McCullen bounces to third. Ethan Short makes the play to first, but Ian Sheltrow is able to get to third base. Next batter is Gib Jazuski. Grounder is right through the wickets of Garrett Carlson at short, and Sheltrow scores. Marquette takes a 1-0 lead. Two batters later, Isaac Sarles rolls one toward third, and that goes right through the 5-hole of short. That scores a courtesy runner. Marquette had a 2-0 lead after 3 innings. Sentinels won the first game 4-0 and completed the sweep by the count of 8-3. Meanwhile, in Delta County, it was senior night at Allen S. Field for the Escanaba Eskimos as they entertained the Norway Knights. And the tradition continued with the seniors throwing a ball to the younger players, passing the torch symbolically. First inning, no score. Brody Eisen draws a walk to the bases loaded. That brings home Chase Cloutier, 1-0 Escanaba. 3 walks and an error produced that run. Escanaba's Lenny Peacock was tough. A complete game 2-hitter. His 10th strikeout right there. That ended the contest 1-0 for Escanaba. Alex Ortman takes a tough loss for the Knights. To the scoreboard, Kingsford sweeps Iron Mountain 8-2 and 25-5. Turning the softball, it was Ishpeming over Lance 11-0 and 15-0. Great Northern Conference boys track meet at Menominee. The Sentinels went with 156, followed by Kingsford and Gladstone. Marquette, as usual, distance dominates for the Sentinels. Kingsford's Michael Floriano, the 100, 200, a relay, and second in another relay. Also, Noah Johnson won the discus by 41 feet and the shot put by nearly 8. Luke Brackett of Gladstone, both hurdles. On the girls' side, Gladstone a few points better than Marquette with Escanaba third. J.C. Tejulis won the 100, 200, and 400 for Gladstone, plus a relay. Ella Fury, the 1600 and 3200 for Marquette. The Copper Mountain Conference meet took place at Baraga. Lakeland and Humble won the boys' side, followed by Bessemer and Ironwood. For the Lakes, Matthew Jokala, the 200 and 400. Gabe Popko, the shot put, discus, and 110 hurdles. Calvin Kidda of Chassel, the 800, 1600, and 3200. For the girls, the Lakes also win with Dollar Bay second and Ironwood third. For Lake Linden and Hubble, Emily Jokola, the 100, 200, 400, and the 300 hurdles. Abby Kadar, the 100 hurdles and the pole vault. Aubrey Smith of Ironwood, the 8 and 1600s. During the girls' district soccer in Division 3, Sheboygan over Kingsford 3-1, Grayling down Iron Mountain 2-0, and in Division 2 it was Alpena over Sault Ste. Marie 3-0. The Negaunee boys tennis team won its 13th straight Mid-Peninsula Conference title. Kyle Sari's Miners won 7 of the 8 flights in Kingsford. First singles, Gavin Saunders won his title 6-love over Iron Mountain's Tyler Winch in the final. Miners had 45 points. Westwood was second, followed by Ishpeming and Iron Mountain. 4 Marquette Senior High School athletes have announced their intentions to continue their sports at the collegiate level. 3 will go on to Wisconsin schools and 1 to a school further south. The 4 spoke at a press conference yesterday. 1 will play basketball in the Dairy State. 2 others will take their baseball skills to the next level down that way. And the 4th is probably a first for the UP. Marquette started a mountain biking program several years ago. Ian Kangas has been on that team for 4 years and helped the squad to a 2023 Wisconsin Interscholastic Cycling League Division I championship. Kangas used a 21st century method in his recruitment to King University in Bristol, Tennessee.
My social media, and they saw that I had a big passion for cycling, and they reached out and it just kicked off from there. Got a Zoom call with them and accepted pretty much on the spot.
I mean, it's a dream come true for both of us. Being teammates and cousins on top of that, it's a dream come true, especially to be signing here together. It's awesome.
Yeah, honestly, it just feels good to see all the work we've put in over the years pay off. Like, we've been leaders on our team for at least 10 years now, going back to Little League, so it's been a long time coming, so it feels good.
They found me at a Milwaukee tournament. I played for a team down in Wisconsin for AAU, and I was able to, they just kind of brought me through the process and everything, and it was very relieving. My coach was able to tell me everything that I'm good at, everything that I need to work on, and she was able to tell me exactly what I can bring to the team.
Emblau was a UP Division 1 through 3 second team player. Both Panty and Sarles earned first team All GNC. And former NMU hockey player Jim Hiller has been named the head coach of the Los Angeles Kings in the NHL, and a former coach had some big influence on his career.
One guy I just have to mention who's had such an impact on me in a coaching perspective and certainly personally, that's Jacques Lemaire. I had the chance to work with Jacques for many years in a couple different organizations. He spent a lot of his own time and energy with me, having coffee, discussing the game, and imparting what I think is tremendous wisdom.
Very comfortable, very confident in Jim's approach to challenge not only the group but the players individually, and then there's that follow-up process to keep everybody online. I think that's become a very important part, and was able to watch Jim do that firsthand. His presence in front of the group is very important to us. The way he can command the room and drive home the point that we make together, the direction that we want to go together, confident he can drive that home.
Hiller joined the Kings as an assistant in July of 2022 and had been an assistant with the Islanders, Maple Leafs, and Red Wings, and we'll be right back.
May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture. Upgrade to performance and save up to 30% on kitchen and laundry models. Buy 3 appliances and get a $200 rebate on kitchen, laundry, or mix and match. May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.
7.5 million children in Ukraine need to find water and shelter. They need a place to sleep and comfort in the dark. Show them the world cares. Support UNICEF, unicefusa.org/action.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. What you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take an extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
25 years of fun, and you're invited.
It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night Farmers Market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette TDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
We understand that progress is not merely in numbers, transactions, and statistics. It goes beyond Monday's open, Wednesday's balance sheets, and Friday's achievements. It is within everyday people. It's your drive, support, and hard work that shapes this place we call home. The investment in local helps grow our community. It's more than banking.
Current temperatures in that 45 to 55 degree range. We'll expect that overnight, and those breezes pretty chill. You do have a good chance of seeing the aurora this evening. We've got clear conditions. That full moon is out there as well. And then tomorrow, well, our temperatures will be about 55, 70 degrees. We're going to all start with some beachy, beautiful, breezy sunshine, and then we'll see rain showers and chances of thunderstorms moving in. Most of that thunderstorm activity, though, is expected later in the evening, around 8 o'clock, starting on that Wisconsin border. And then taking a quick look at Monday, yes, mostly cloudy skies, about a 40, maybe 50% chance of some rain showers across the UP, so just a heads up. And if you are headed out to the water, remember, riptides are not your friends. Stay calm, swim out of the current if possible, and if you can't do that, tread and conserve your energy because you don't want to get taken away. Taking a look, though, at this weekend, we could see some sprinkles on Saturday.
Finally tonight, the Mirror Ball Trophy has a new home in the 9th year of Dancing with Our Stars Marquette County style. Team Morton and Capoferri took home the Mirror Ball, while Team Grossman won the fan vote. All the teams performed for a second time in front of a packed house tonight. While some of the teams were feeling a little bit better in night 2, others still felt those pre-show jitters.
Here again tonight, I think we have a lot more of our friends and family here tonight, and so now all of the butterflies are coming back.
So I don't know. I think I'm a little more nervous tonight. Like she said, just with a lot more friends and family in the crowd. We'll be all right though.
Organizers said this was one of the most successful years yet, with the event raising over $100 grand for the UP Hospice Foundation. That's it for now. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Tony's Green Thumb in Bark River is open for business. Tony's is your one-stop shop for all your garden and flower needs. Known for a huge variety of big, beautiful baskets, gorgeous planters, and over 600 varieties of vegetables and flowers to choose from. Open daily, come see why people travel